Hey guys, Brian Delivers You the Goods here. I'm returning to you this morning for I guess, close to late morning, very soon, for a special video. And this is the final end of the year video officially for this is only going to be honorable song mentions of 2022 because there's no album mentions this time around because I've already heard pretty much every album this year that I was interested in this year. So there's not anything that I kind of care for uh, albums that I missed out on, but still, I'm gonna discuss what the songs are that are left to talk about for the rest of the end of the year and all that. So hopefully you guys are having a great New Year's Eve as well. And I'll let you know my thoughts on the honorable song mentions of 2022 video. So let's dive into this special video for the final end of the year video for you guys. So, now at number one for the first song honorable mention, the honorable song mention of 2022, the first one, of course, is Crown the Empire Immortalized. Now, I heard this back at the beginning of this month, on December 2nd, and I really enjoyed this track. This was a really good song. I really like Andrew's vocals with how he's singing the track through most of it with his clean vocals, and it's really resonating with me in a good way. Like, it's making me feel for the song a lot, and I really like his vocal potential in this track. And Hayden's screams in it are pretty good too, so really enjoyed certain moments with his screams too. But the way the chorus comes in, Andrew shines very well in it, and some of the pre-chorus too, so it's pretty good. So highly recommend you check this song out if you haven't listened to it. A few weeks ago, came out December 2nd of this year, and hopefully they'll have a new album next year. We'll just wait and see. But the first honorable song mention of 2022 is Crown the Empire Immortalized. Sorry, I was slipping up with what I was saying. The second song honorable mention is Metallica Lux Eterna. This was a pretty amazing song. I heard it on November 28th, so it was around the time I did the best songs of 2022. It was like a day after I finished up on that video. And then this song came out, and I'm like, okay, I gotta put it in my honorable song mentions because I can't wait for their new album come April 14th for 72 seasons because I think it's gonna be a good one, in my personal opinion. But we'll just wait and see, of course, because I think they're gonna drop another single in a month or so. We gotta wait and see what happens, but still. Metallica did a very good job returning to their fast roots with this track. And pretty much their new stuff has been pretty good. Not everything, like Hardwired to Self Destruct was pretty good, in my personal opinion. I wouldn't say the best album, but something interesting. So, yeah. Metallica Lux Eterna is the second honorable song mention I wanted to mention because I did enjoy this track for what it went for. Great song. It made it feel like it was from the Kill 'Em All days from 1983. That album, of course. And I remember enjoying that album. And definitely go check out my reviews for those. I might do a re-review for Metallica albums as well because I know I did them in 2020. Those reviews, so I want to do an updated version to give you my initial take on it as of next year or so. But the second honorable song mention was Metallica Lux Eterna. The third honorable song mention is Phase 1 by Era. Phase 1 and Era World Unknown, I meant to say. It's Phase 1 times Era World Unknown, or however you pronounce it, of course. Really amazing track. One of the best songs, best honorable songs that came out. Wish it was on my end of the year list because I would have picked this at number one. because it's such a phenomenal track and makes it feel very spacey, like you're venturing through space and all that. You can definitely go check out my track review for it because I go into deep explanation with how it made me feel, this track, and it made me feel like I was venturing through space, this track, because it was a very enjoyable track. And Era, definitely props to them along with Phase One. They pulled off a really amazing song this year, towards the end of the year, of course. So Jesse Cash's vocals is amazing. JT KV's vocals is great with his scream vocals. It's pretty good when the verses come in. So highly recommend you check this song out if you haven't listened to it. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I just basically woke up like an hour ago or something like that. So yeah. Phase 1 and Era World Unknown is the third honorable song mention I wanted to mention to you guys. The fourth honorable song mention is Paramore The News. Now, I really enjoyed this track, even though it's very controversial and political in some ways. It just mentions a lot about some political aspects about the track. Like the beginning verse or whatever says war, a war, and all that. So I guess they're wanting to make this song political in their own way. Hayley Williams did very good with her vocal potential in this track, and just the way it turned out, this track, it was pretty amazing in my personal opinion, at least. So at the fourth song honorable song mention I meant to say, of 2022 is Paramore The News. The bridge part was a little weird too, but it did work in its own way. Just wanted to mention that real quick before I move on to the next song. The next honorable song mention I meant to say of 2022 is the Amity Affliction, Show Me Your God. This was a really good track. I really enjoyed it. Just the way, what's his name? Aaron's vocals sound in the chorus and Joel Birch's screams in it. I was trying to remember their names, if I remember correctly. They did very good in this track, Amity Affliction, and I hope they can have a new album next year. We'll just wait and see, of course. I think it'll be a good one, the next album, because they want to go back to more scream roots with their next album, of course. So we'll just wait and see what happens, of course, with the next album. But still, Amity Affliction pulled off a really good album, in my personal opinion, or good song, in my personal opinion. Sorry if I said album, I just tend to lose my train of thought some of the time. But still, the Amity Affliction, Show Me Your God was the fifth honorable song mention of 2022. And definitely go check out this track. It's mainly pertaining to like depression and feeling like you're going through suicidal thoughts. And if you are struggling with that aspect of those things, definitely call the suicide hotline. They can help. They've helped me before when I am at my lowest. But I highly recommend my audience to definitely give them a call if they're struggling with that stuff. So just making you guys aware of that. The sixth honorable song mention is Paramore, This Is Why. Now, I did not think this song was going to grow on me throughout time, but it has. I was really enjoying this track for what I went for, and just the way it turned out, this track, I was really amazed with it. And yeah, just the way the chorus turned out was really amazing, in my personal opinion. It made it feel weird at times, but it did work to an extent with how the song structure was turning out and just the way the melody was turning out. So, really impressed with this track. and highly recommend you guys check this song out if you haven't listened to it. Came out in September this year, and they're gonna have their new album February 10th for the self-titled album This Is Why. The title of this track is called This Is Why, and they named it because of this track. So yeah, it was a pretty enjoyable track. So the sixth song honorable mention is Paramore, This Is Why. The seventh honorable song mention of 2022 is Matty Mullins' Noel. Now, this is a more Christmas song, and I think he did a good job with the mixing and all that with this track. It does have electronic music in it some of the time, but there is some guitar and drum work in it throughout time when you get to the chorus, and Matty Mullins sounds good singing in it. He's from the band Memphis Mayfire, if you guys are not aware, and they do make good music too. They put out Remade in Misery, which was in my top 20 of the best albums. You can definitely go check out my video for it if you haven't seen it. I think you will enjoy it. For best albums of 2022, there's quite a bit of parts for it. There's like 6 parts if I remember correctly. So, the 7th honorable song mention I wanted to mention was Matty Mullins' Noel. Sorry, I'm slipping up with what I'm saying. The 8th song honorable mention is 8th honorable song mention. I keep slipping up with what I'm saying, so please forgive me. I'm just still a little tired. I'm going to be waking up in about an hour or so. My eyes are just like, wanting to go to sleep again. Is Buried Tomorrow, Bolt Cutter. Now, this was a pretty good track. I was really amazed with how it turned out. Haven't really returned to it since, but I have returned to it on occasion when I feel like listening to it, and it's pretty good. The clean vocals sounds very good singing in it through the beginning, and the screamer guy sounds very good with his screams. So I highly recommend you check this song out by Buried Tomorrow, Bolt Cutter. I meant to say. I almost said Bolt Clutter. My mistake. So, the 8th honorable song mention of 2022 is Buried Tomorrow, Bolt Cutter. The 9th honorable song mention is a surprising one. There's actually 2 of their songs that I put in the honorable song mentions. It's Waterpark's Funeral Grey and Waterpark's Self-Sabotage. I'll talk about Funeral Grey first before I get to Self-Sabotage. Now, Funeral Grey was pretty catchy. Austin Knight's vocals in it was pretty enjoyable. The verses, there's some auto-tune in his vocals at times, but I think it works to an extent because they made it a rock song, and it was enjoyable, like a punk rock song, I guess you could say. Sorry about the background noise, that's my mom's TV, of course, because I'm out in the dining room doing this video of my house. But pretty much Funeral Grey was an enjoyable track in my personal opinion. I was really amazed with it, and the runtime for it was like 2 minutes and 40 something seconds. But it was enjoyable in my personal opinion. Now to talk about Self-Sabotage by Waterparks. This was pretty catchy too, and I really enjoyed it. The chorus was pretty catchy, and just when the verses come in, it's pretty solid. So I was really blown away with this track. I didn't like their latest song, Fuck About It, featuring blackbear. That was their weakest, in my opinion. They were at their low point with that song. I like it when they do more punk rock songs, in my personal opinion, because it makes it seem better. So, yeah, but still, the 10th honorable song mention was Self-Sabotage by Waterparks. And finally, there's one more honorable song mention I'm going to mention right now, and that is Against the Current, Blindfolded. Now, I have returned to this track quite a bit, from time to time, of course, but I really like... Sorry, there was something in my mouth or whatever. Please forgive me on that. I'm sorry that you saw my tongue. It was weird. Against the Current, Blindfolded was a really good track. Chrissy Costanza's vocals in it are amazing in my opinion. I couldn't recognize her vocals at first, but it did sound like she was really trying with her vocals in this track, and I personally enjoyed this song. Pretty catchy chorus too, and the pre-chorus is pretty enjoyable, so highly recommend you check out my review for it, and definitely check out definitely check out this song I meant to say. So the 11th song, honorable song mention of 2022, is Against the Current, Blindfolded. Now that's going to be it for this honorable song mentions of 2022 video. This is the final end of the year video, and I hope you guys have a great Happy New Year's Eve and Happy New Year's Day tomorrow, because I will try to do a video tomorrow if I can. If not, you'll just have to wait till Monday or so, because I just want to at least enjoy my New Year's Eve and without doing videos too much. But I'll keep you posted on when I do the next video. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought of this honorable song mentions of 2022 video if you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy this honorable song mentions of 2022 end of the year video, the final end of the year video for the year, and then 2023 is tomorrow. So yeah, I'll definitely see you guys in the new year for sure. But comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this final end of the year video for 2022 for honorable song mentions of 2022 video. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for another video if I can tomorrow, or a live stream depending on when I do it. I haven't had time to do a live stream because I've been so busy with real life stuff, my personal life stuff, and just focusing on getting groceries and other things like that and working. So I've been a little preoccupied from not doing a live stream, but still, I hope you enjoyed this honorable song mentions of 2022 end of the year video. It's the final one, so I hope you enjoyed it. So definitely tune in to my next video. It'll probably be for a movie review for Spoiler Alert, and then The Whale will probably be the last one I'll do for the year 2022. So until then, stay safe, take care, have a great Happy New Year's Eve, guys, and New Year's Day tomorrow if I don't see you then. And as always, I will see you in my next video.